Welcome back to Anderson Acres. We're here with Shadowfax again, also known as Smooches. Yeah, good boy. He loves smooching the camera. He's not quite as dirty as he was in the last video, but he's still not real clean. So, oh well. And Arwen. Arwen's around the corner there. Bah. So, yes, everybody's here. And I'm getting the butt. Fine, I'll get the butt. So today I wanted to start talking about searching for your first mini horse. Beginning that search can be confusing, okay? I know it's real tempting to go out and buy the first mini horse you see, but many times the first horse is bought in haste and it's not quite what you want, okay? If you just run out and buy the first guy, you probably won't be exactly happy with it, probably won't meet your real expectations. So sometimes what happens is somebody will go out, buy the first horse they see, and then they're disappointed and it's not what they wanted, and then they give up on horses altogether. And I understand that. You know, you got a horse, it wasn't fun, so then, you just move on. So in order to make sure you don't do that, to make sure you don't get sick of it and make sure you don't get the wrong horse, you want a plan. Okay? So before you get your mini, you want to think about your goals. What do you want to do with your miniature horse? What's your budget? What's your experience? So if you have no experience, and frankly, when we started out with Shadowfax years ago now, we didn't know so much. So if you don't know so much, don't start with a baby, and don't start with a mare who's due to foal any day. Don't do that. Don't start with a stallion who's off his rocker because all he wants to do is make babies. I really do recommend looking for gelding. Maybe a mare if you're patient. But geldings tend to have pretty good personalities. They're pretty calm. So I do recommend looking for gelding. If you do kind of make a plan before you start, you will save time, money, and heartbreak because you're going to end up with the guy you want and not a guy you just ended up with. So all mini horses are small, cute, and full of personality. That's kind of their thing, right? Mini horses are adorable. So you don't want to jump into the wrong situation and get the wrong horse. So you want to sit down and make a list of wants and needs, not just buy the first cute dude who crosses your path. Because frankly, they're all cute dudes, okay? I have not met a mini horse that is not utterly adorable. So think about what you want and think about what you need. Sit down and make your list of needs first. So if you are going to be showing your horse, registration is a must. So you'll be looking at horses that are already registered or at least conditionally or temporarily registered until they're old enough to actually register fully. Okay, so you might need that. Are you going to be driving? So you're interested in having your little pony pull a cart? A pony that has some experience under the harness is probably a good thing. Are you looking to have a therapy pony? That's actually getting pretty popular. If you are, then you want a horse that has the right temperament, which again probably means a gelding. And you want a horse that is really well handled. You don't want to start with someone green who's never had a lead rope or a halter in their life. That's not good for a therapy pet. It'd take a long time to get them up to snuff. Are you looking for just a pet? If you want just a pet, something to cuddle, something to love, consider getting an older horse. Older mini horses are much more calm and they're really ready to just be loved. Maybe you want to train. If you want to train a miniature horse, maybe you've had bigger horses or maybe you've been practicing with a trainer and you want to train your own horse for the first time and you want it to be a miniature horse. If you want to train, you might want to get a yearling. Okay, because they're not quite trained, but they probably are at least broke to the halter. So it gives you somewhere to start, but you can fully train them on your own. Maybe you are so into a color. Oops, I just dropped something. But maybe you're so into a color that you want a specific color. That was kind of how it was with Shadowfax. We wanted temperament because at that point my son was a lot younger. So he wanted a mini horse, so I needed the temperament, but his main requirement was this coloring. He wanted to be able to name his pony Shadowfax. So we needed a specific color. So if color is non-negotiable, put that on your list. Be specific. What is non-negotiable for you? After you've made your list of absolutely non-negotiable, this is what I need in a mini horse, make a list of your wants. So maybe you want to drive, but you're not sure. Then harness experience is a plus, but not necessarily a deal breaker. Maybe you like multiple colors. So if you are kind of wanting a certain color, but you're open to more than one, so maybe you would be happy with a palomino, but maybe you'd also be happy with a buckskin. That's okay. Put that down as a want, as a need, want then, not a need. Because that means you have more than one color you're willing to accept. So that's not a need a buckskin. You're like, it could be a palomino though. So if you have more than one color you like, put that down. Make sure you know the difference between a want and a need for you. Okay? Make sure you're not putting everything in the need column. Now, the more you can match, the better off you'll be. But not everything in the want column has to come true in order for you to get your mini. Okay? And ask questions before you ever meet the horse. That's a mistake a lot of people make, is they don't actually ask the right questions before they go meet the horse and fall in love. So if you do go fall in love with an unsuitable horse, you're going to bring them home because you love them. So ask questions of the breeder, okay? That'll let you keep your heart out of it until you absolutely can't anymore. So you might want to ask questions about his harness experience or his lineage, or it really depends on, hi, sweetie. But it really depends on what your goals are. So your questions will kind of be tailored to what you want. Hi, babes. Switch. Kisses. Kisses, 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 kisses. Goat tongue. Hope you like that one. Anyway, so yeah, you want to ask the right questions and you want to make sure to keep your heart out of it as long as you can. Now, when you're going to look at a mini horse, consider taking a friend along with you if possible. You want a neutral party who can help you stick to your goals. If that friend also happens to be a horse friend, even better. In our case, we utilized my sister. She helped us in our search because she is a horse person, so she knows a lot of people in the horse community. Not specifically mini horses, but there's a lot of crossover. So she knew a lot of people in the horse community, and she also knows a heck of a lot about looking after horses. So I used my sister. Thanks, Vic. Other people in your family or your life might also be a good resource. If you really don't have a horse friend, at least get that friend to remind you to stick to your budget and stick to your goals. Okay? A good friend will tell you, hey, I thought you were looking for a horse with harness experience. This guy has none. So use your friends and your horse people wisely. And get a lot of help in selecting the perfect mini horse for you so you don't end up disappointed and giving up on minis altogether, because they are fantastic. I absolutely recommend them, especially if you have a small hobby farm like we do. It allows you to have a horse without the bigness of a regular horse. So yeah, before you pick your mini, make a plan. That's about it for us here today at Anderson Acres. We'll see you tomorrow.